I would like to challenge all of you right now. We are the writers. We are going to come up with concepts for the role of women in anime. I think anime is so important. It is just light years ahead of Western animation. But let's bring women up to the status and the equality. And I'm not talking about a women's suffrage movement here, but I'm talking about women being recognized as in Jade Cocoon for being who they are and what they have to give. Yes.
I have to suggest Sayun Koku Monogatari.
Can you please speak up?
I have to suggest the anime Sayun Koku, S-A-I.
S-A-I.
K-O-K-U. It's been recently licensed by Junior. It is like the epitome of real feminism because, you know, this girl, she's not really strong, but she's incredibly smart, a very hard worker, and very kind. So she makes lots of powerful allies. And one of my favorite episodes is she does the books for a brothel to earn extra money for her family. This woman that runs the brothel, turns out she runs the red light district. She is the kingpin. And this woman gives her a gift before she has to go off to do work for the government. And her gift is a box of makeup. And she shows her how to apply it. She tells Shu-Wei, the main character, makeup is a woman's armor because no matter how bad things get, you cannot cry or it'll be ruined. So then she has to go to a court trial to be tried for fraud or treason or something. I can't remember exactly what. She wears her makeup. And it's fantastic because when she gets a higher ranking job in the government, she wears her makeup to all of her big governor official things as a reminder.
Well, thank you for sharing that. There are starting to be more programs where women have careers, and they're not just little. They don't all talk like this. Or the other stereotype within women in anime is they're tough and they all talk like this. You know, women aren't men. Women are who they are.
Another thing is that I really like about it is the fact that the emperor, he is madly in love with her. But she likes him too, but she wants to help out, you know, as a governor before she even considers getting married to someone. She doesn't want to put her duties, or she doesn't want to put her morals and her goals, just throw them away to get married to a guy she likes.
Good.
It's fantastic.
Good. Does anybody have any ideas of kind of female characters that we could begin with?
Goal-oriented.
Goal-oriented women. Goal-oriented girls. That is absolutely wonderful.
I'd like to see a woman on a journey. I mean, it's kind of the same goal-oriented thing, but more lost, because most of the male characters that we get, the reason they're on suspension in the first place is because they need somewhere to be. And that almost seems to reflect kind of how we're working with the women in anime. We're working on somewhere to be. We don't want to be what's been, but we don't know what it is.
And a past. You know, like there's Rurouni Kenshin and Samurai Deeper Kill. They're guys who've done awful things in the past and they're redeeming themselves, so it would be cool.
Women who redeem their past.
Or women that have already done major things in their past, and I'm already important, but here I am on the road still.
Or a coming of age, too. So many of the archetypes for men are coming of age stories.
And not just coming of age where they learn how to put on makeup and get a boyfriend.
Right.
No, we're talking about coming of age because we can talk about women coming of age at many different parts of their lives. You come of age as a young woman, you come into puberty, but then you come of age when you come into your childbearing years. You come of age when your children leave home. You come of age when you find that you can no longer care for yourself the way you used to, but now you're the wise one.
Excellent. Really excellent.
Definitely, like she was talking about stories about middle-aged women, because as a teenager, I feel like when I get older, you know,
What are
right
you,
now,
who are you
I
going
want-
to relate to?
Yeah,
right now.
what am I gonna do? Do I
And
just
these
get
are all
married
high
and
school age girls.
have
I
a kid
think,
and then
but
die
when
and
I'm
go?
older, which anime am I gonna watch?
Aged women, and I think the thing that you said that is so essential, when I grow up, who can I relate to? Hold on. I just want to write this. Because I am going to take this, I'm going to go all over and get this, and then I'm going to take this, maybe I will write, or I'm going to put it out to the people who write. And incidentally, any of you who do write, bring your stories forth. Hold on, who can I relate to? I think that's essential, because as anime, because you're not here to have anime for just a few years, but if anime is to have longevity in your lives, then you've got to have someone that you can relate to. Yes?
A free thinker. I think that's important too. Although you are going for a goal or anything like that, as long as it's not the stereotypical goal. Because that's the hardest part, is getting out of that stereotype.
Wonderful. Wonderful, yes.
One of the best books I've ever read was by the author Ellyn Stern.
Can you
Yes.
just spell, I mean, speak up a little?
One of the best books I ever read was by the author of Ella Enchanted. I don't remember the name of the book, but the main character was actually ugly, the girl. And
Is this the one about the two princesses? Or?
her family owns an inn, and she is really good at singing. And she teaches herself to project her voice to make it sound like it's coming from wherever she walks. And she goes and stays in the castle with queen and king and a prince. And at the end, the prince actually falls in love with her, and it's just an awesome story because she's not perfect with large breasts or tiny waist. She's actually ugly.
And all of us fall in love with people who are not perfect. And if all we are growing up with is people who are perfect, where can we go? We can never attain. None of us can ever be that kind of perfection. We have to have people that we identify with and relate to who are not perfect people, but who have maybe wonderful goals. You were asking.
This kind of goes along with what was just said, but in my experience, I have seen women who, in anime, who are either looking like little boys,
Yeah.
ruler straight, very, very voluptuous, very Playboy bunny.
Right.
Or I've seen matronly women, you know, like mothers coming in who are a little larger. It would be nice to see a strong female lead character who is not, you know, who is more
Strong
of a,
female who's not stereotyped.
right, who is a little larger but still is really strong and has a lot to offer. I mean, what I think of when is kind of like Queen Latifah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's
Margaret Thatcher.
Margaret Thatcher. Beautiful, beautiful women. They're just a few sizes larger.
Well, Margaret Thatcher was
Because
not
that's
a
what
woman, but
people
she was
forget,
prime
like,
minister.
stereotype is
Right.
that's not what women are supposed to look like. That's just one type of woman.
You know what, we also need someone who's feminine but in an unusual way. Like, not she has a tiny waist and big boobs, but like, say she has a great shoulders or a gorgeous back.
We're
Or
talking
eyes.
about normal-looking people.
Yes.
Likewise, not every man looks, I'm sorry, this end of the room seems to be more feminine dominant and this.
What about Hayao Miyazaki's films?
Oh.
Miyazaki, he does all of that stuff in his films.
He actually had a really good relationship with his mom. His mom always took him to these performances that were sort of like reverse kabuki, all women played the roles. Fantastic theater, so he's big on strong female characters.
Yes.
Incidentally, aren't
Wonderful.
the,
Something about has been.
incidentally, aren't the character designs of Jay Cocoon done by Miyazaki? Aren't the character designs of Jay Cocoon done by Miyazaki?
You know what, I don't know. You may very well be right.